Hello and welcome back to the Splacast. I'm your host again, and I'm joined by Coco, as per usual.
What's up, boys? uh, it's been pretty slow for Splatoon news, hasn't it?
Yeah,
I was really hoping for them to do some more consistent updates like they used to, but then again, the games used to also just launch completely unfinished, Splatoon 1 and 2, so I get why they didn't feel the need to do that for this one. Still kind of annoying.
yeah, 3 months is a long way.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be like I'm probably dropping off soon, dude. Maybe like in 2 weeks. 2 weeks is gonna be like the trip to England, so I'm not sure if I'm really gonna be playing then, unless we have our team assembled by then. I'll try to make time if we have, but
Yeah, we'll see.
you want to talk about that? Our team?
Um,
It's
yeah,
nothing noteworthy, but
well, it didn't last like super long. It was like a good 3 months, something like that.
yeah, it was honestly it was a really good 3 months though. The only reason
Yeah,
it's just it just really felt shitty because the meta was so stagnant. But I feel like we were doing well and synergizing well, and especially when I play with you and Slanted right now, I think we're like really well adjusted to each other. You know, maybe more
yeah.
so you guys to me because I'm still pretty brainless, but
It also was kind of dumb because like nobody was really playing comp at the time, so finding scrims was really difficult.
and even finding players, I feel like you're finding players pretty fast right now. You found one person, right? That's willing.
Yeah, they said they can.
Did you actually add them to the server or not?
No, not yet. No, I will do it eventually.
We should play with them at some point. I'm free whenever you want to play with them. I'll make time for
Yeah,
it. You know. And
but I feel like we've been good. Like we could have been a crack team, but
I
we
mean,
just died.
you could definitely easily find a team if you want to. Like, but if you wanna like be the leader of a team, that's also nice. And I mean, when we're like building our own team, it's also like we're actually building something. You know, it'll probably be a bit more long lived, especially now that we have like three pretty like staple players with you, me, and Slanted. I don't think Slanted or I are gonna be going anywhere.
The OGs
The OGs, the OG tiny squids, the OG squids, not tiny, bro. We ain't tiny no more.
with the huge squids now.
But you should definitely do the thing with the account with Slanted, dude.
Yeah, I'll look into it. So because Slanted hasn't got the game right now, which
Have you
sucks.
talked to him about it?
I did. He doesn't know how it works, but
I can
I'll try and.
explain, dude. I'm doing this with my brother.
No, no, that's why I said like we'll try and just get him a call one day and see what we can do.
I feel like you're really like looking at this as if it's something but like it'll take max like 20 minutes at most. It can't take longer than that. If we just like all three of us get on a call and just do it real quick, it shouldn't take long at all. I mean, it'll probably take longer because we're like messing around, but if we're quick about it,
Yeah,
I'm sure we can find a moment. I mean, both of us are free right now, you know. It's not that hard to get a moment for it.
yeah, I'll definitely do it.
Yeah, yeah. Then we can at least have four players, right? We can start doing stuff with the new player, and hopefully that fifth guy is gonna answer as well, or girl. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think I got respond yet.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they respond.
It's so difficult finding EU players though in like free agent servers.
Mm.
It's
Oh
just
wait, this
mostly.
person. Oh, never mind. Oh, they're okay. I'm not gonna dox them. I thought I saw the Dutch flag, but that's not the Dutch flag.
Oh yeah, the yeah,
Don't say it though. Maybe I don't think we should say that. I'm not sure how comfortable they are with it.
yeah, true. But that's
Um,
definitely not the Dutch flag.
I mean, look. The thing is, the like top part is blue, right? And I thought I was like having a colorblind. I'm not colorblind, but like I was having a moment. I thought it was like blending in with the background or something, because the contrast between like white and gray is a lot. But
Cope.
This episode is probably gonna be pretty spoiler heavy. But before we get into the story, because I've seen a lot of people just talk about it now, so I think it's time for us to do as well. There's one thing I still wanted to talk about because this month's Splatfest, right? Probably gonna be
Hmm.
Spooktober, like what's it called? Spook, or what was it called?
I have
Splatoween.
no idea.
Splatoween. That's what they call it. Right? They like changed the whole game's title and stuff into Splatoween. Really cool thing.
It was cool, yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Halloween, if I'm gonna be real. Like the whole aesthetic just isn't for me, but I still like Splatoween. It was cool, and it was like one of the first times we got like a really long Splatfest, so that was hype. You know,
How much longer was it?
2 days, which was new back then.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's the standard. I hope they don't make it any longer though. Unless they
Yeah,
add
being
ranked.
locked
If
into
they add ranked, they can be a week long. I don't care.
Imagine being locked into turf for like a whole week.
Ah, that sounds like hell. But low key, I can see them doing that at some point because if they're gonna go for like a special long Splatfest, what the fuck are they gonna do at this point? You know?
Yeah, I really hope they don't, but they probably could.
I don't know, man. I hope it's kind of scary. Just add ranked, man. It'll make the Splatfest so much better.
Yeah, it's because the matchmaking's so bad as well. Like you'll get top players getting matched up against people who've just played the game, and there's like no fun for anyone.
Splatfest is like the game just came out over and over again, you know? Like the same type of matchmaking and stuff as when the game just came out.
Exactly.
It's
So
pretty
bad.
yeah. But so on the topic of Splatfest, did you see the thing that I sent? Someone like data mined the tricolor map for the Splatfest. At least I think it's gonna be for the Splatfest.
I did not see that. No.
It was Mako Mart. It looked really cool. It's in the group chat thing that we made.
Yeah, I just saw it now. I wasn't like. Yeah, I probably wasn't online then, so I didn't see it.
Are you looking at it now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mako's like tiny though.
Yeah, but they made it cool. And honestly, Mako being tiny is better. I didn't really like how big it is on other stages, right? It's easier. It's gonna especially make it easier for the defending team, but it's also just gonna make it more chaotic overall, which is good.
Yeah, I'll see. I think it's too small.
Too small. I will see. I mean, it's still tricolor. I just hope they like adjust the points and stuff. That's the biggest complaint I have.
And how often you get a tricolor.
Bro, you were on the most popular team. Of course,
No,
you
I
know.
still want.
Dude,
I still want to get one game.
yeah, but it's kind of hard when the like disparity between amount of players and teams is this massive. It was like 60% versus 20 and 20%. Like, come on. It's your fault for picking the popular team at that point. I got quite a good amount of tricolors, honestly.
Imagine.
I mean,
How
yeah,
was it? How was it on Hammerhead?
it was fine. Just I'm still not a big fan of the bigger maps for tricolor because it's like it may like by the time the other teams get in, we've already like comfortably taken mid control and are probably pushing into their spawn. But also on the other side, it makes it boring for us because we can't really push up to their spawn, so we're just sitting there waiting. We like you can go to their side, but you really can't go that deep. So you just have to wait for them to come on. And because a lot of players think that painting spawn is the most important thing to do in this game for no fucking reason, we're stuck there literally just looking at them painting the whole spawn before they decide it's time to get into mid. You know?
Wow, so selfie.
But it was really easy, dude. I top fragged so hard. I'd keep like switching between sides. I'd like double kill on this side, okay. Double kill on the other side, okay. Double kill on this side, okay. It was so good. I can't believe people struggle on the defense. It was way harder for me as on the offense. The only like unfairness for defense players is that they get way less points, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, y'all get like 10k or more for winning, especially if you get like the ultra signal. But we get like 4k max, I think. 4k on a good day. you know? And
Mm.
still, it is easier to defend. If you think it's not easier to defend, you're bad at the game. But like it shouldn't be this big of a difference. Still though, compared to like the first Lapis where when I was playing offense, it was so hard, dude. I mean the map didn't help because it was Sturgeon, and Sturgeon is just hard in general to get mid back, but it was still way harder. And I think you can like agree, right? It was pretty hard to get mid back then.
Yeah, I played it like quite a few
Yeah,
games
I think we
on the
played
first
together and we
practice.
still weren't able to win consistently.
Yeah, it does feel a bit harder to like be the attackers or whatever.
Yeah, and we're, I mean, we're not bad players, okay? Compared to the average like Splatfest player, we're not bad players. And especially there were a lot of new players as well. It was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. What stages would be good for tricolor then?
I'm not sure because they changed the stages a lot. In my opinion, if they like adjust Hammerhead Tricolor a bit, it could be a way better Hammerhead than the one we have right now. I really liked Hammerhead on Tricolor. I actually really want to see Mahi as well. It's probably gonna be really shitty on high tide, but once it's low tide, it'll probably be like really really good. Maybe they'll bring back old Mahi for that, you know, with the proper like sides and everything.
Imagine. Or what if they just, redesign the map so it's just like Splatoon 1?
I don't know if I
Like,
want that. I don't think the spawn of Splatoon 1 Mahi would work that well.
no, but like it's definitely improvement to what we have now. Like old Mahi compared to now Mahi. It's just
I still think
massive.
I feel like they should like keep all of the mid part and like the sides the same and just change the spawn. That's all they need to really do. But still make the spawn the way it was the in Splatoon 1, you know? It doesn't need to be the way it is right now. Just like shift it back to the place it was at before.
Exactly.
It makes the map feel more dynamic, you know? Now it's just it feels way more like a straight line. But back then you'd like go forward, but then when you're contesting mid, you'd have to like go left 90 degrees, you know? It makes the map feel really different.
Yeah, it feels like a generic map now. Even with like the pie changing or whatever, it just feels like the same, like every other Splatoon 2 map, basically.
I still wouldn't say it feels the same. It's still really I still like it. And I mean, it's probably also just like visually it looks really good. It's a really unique looking map. But
Yeah, it has that going for it.
the top mid is still like really nice in my opinion compared to most other maps.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mako will be interesting. They like blocked off the entire mid section. The map is like cut in half, kind of. But I think Mako will work really well because it has like the side flanks things, you know.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I'm excited.
We'll see. We'll see.
We shall see indeed. But I guess we should be moving on to single player now. Time to spoil everything.
Let's go.
So I want to just start with the start. Good old cuttlefish. The Octarians are coming back. That was a really nice callback. I love that. The whole like starting thing. I didn't know it was a fake out, but I had a feeling, dude. I was playing that. I'm like, okay, cuttlefish. Okay, old man. I'm sure the Octarians are back, bro. It was really interesting. How did you think of what did you think about like the first part?
Um, I was very nervous. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Octavio, I was like, "Oh, is this just gonna be like every single boss is Octavio, but like a bit more difficult?"
No,
Like
oh, that would have been
genuinely.
garbage. When I saw Octavia, I was actually like, oh my god, this is so sick. I'm pretty sure it's actually gonna be different now, you know?
Yeah, it was cool how it was like the first boss and not
Yeah,
like
dude. They were like, oh, you remember Octavia, bro? He's just the first boss in this game. We have bigger fish to fucking whatever. I forgot the saying.
Also, I like how he's like weaker as well because he doesn't have like the zap fish.
Yes! Oh,
That was cool.
Cuttlefish literally called him out. You gotta get some new beats, bro. That was lame as fuck. And he's just like, oh, bro, I don't got the no sapfish, bro. I need the sapfish.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was really funny. The whole starting area just made me like soy as fuck. I mean, I didn't know it was a fake out, but I had a hunch, dude. I was like, oh my god, are they actually doing this? I felt like
Yeah,
a fucking baby just playing the entire single player. I was constantly soy facing at like every little like story thing, you know. When
yeah,
fuck
because you like grinded the story mode kind of early.
Yeah, well, while you were like getting S plus, I was just playing the story mode. I was chilling, dude. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I played it kind of late, like a week after.
Yeah, yeah, you're lame.
No,
Yes, you are.
it was worth.
Nah, man. Oh, dude, I'm so glad. I just wanted to get it out of the way because of spoilers, but I was like scared that I would not like it and end up having to force myself. But like once I got out of the crater, or well, into the crater, I guess, and we got to Alterna, I was like, okay, this is some real shit. This is some real shit. I was hooked, dude. After the first area, I knew I was about to finish this shit in one day.
Yeah, it was good. The after Alterna thing or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. I finished like all of it. I 100%ed it in like one day, and then I did after Alterna the day after, because I didn't know that was a thing.
How was that for you? Like, how difficult?
I think it's harder than Octo expansion, just the that level. But
Yeah,
I was getting kind of scared that it had like one spawn, but luckily it didn't. But I definitely lost all my lives a few times, you know. But I had so many
yeah,
eggs at that point that I just paid for it. I didn't care.
yeah. I had like 60,000 eggs, so I just didn't care.
Yeah, I just kept dying and dying and dying. But it was fun. It was really fun. I liked it. I want them to do more of this stuff.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Like a Champions Road kind of thing in Splatoon.
Bro, Champions Road is fucked up. That
No, but
shit.
it's like similar to that though.
Yeah, yeah. I like that they did something that's not just a really hard boss. I prefer this, you know? Because if I want to fight a hard boss, I'll go on to ranked. Like I'm getting tested enough for my just like combat skills when I'm playing ranked. This is stuff that you're not going to be using as much. Like you can get away with being bad at this and still be like a good player, you know?
Yeah, but no, it was cool.
Yeah, yeah. I still want the DLC to be harder, and I hope just the DLC in general like tops this. I don't know how they will top it, but I'm so excited for it. And just seeing Pearl and Marina again. Oh my god! Actually, speaking of Pearl and Marina, did you see
Yeah.
that they restocked the amiibo for like all of the
Mm,
Splatoon amiibo?
no.
Yeah, they restocked it on the My Nintendo site. So I deadass bought Kelly and Marie and Pearl and Marina, €50.
That's sick.
50
Wait,
euros,
50?
man. 50. Yeah, they're 25 each. Like the
That's like, that's kind of good, isn't it? Because normally
Yeah,
they're
it
like,
is. It is. It is. For sure. Compared to like the prices, this is standard amiibo price, obviously. But if you look at like the prices when it's out of stock, oh my god, you'll be lucky to get like one pair for 70. Okay, and that's just
yeah,
Pearl and Marina. I think Callie and Marie are even more expensive. Maybe I should have
yeah,
like bought
that's
multiple and just sold them. You know. Actually, no, you can't. You
true.
can't. It's actually limited to like one per user. You can't do that.
Lame.
I still could have tried though, like using fake accounts or fake address or something, sending it to my friends. No, but yeah, I'm really excited to get those. It's supposed to come in this week. I'm really hyped for that. I'll finally have that. I mean, I have the like. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I have like the fake amiibo things, so I can get all the amiibo functionality, but I still want to have the idols, and I'm definitely gonna get the trio of amiibo for Splatoon 3. Are you gonna get those?
I might, I'll see. I'm not
Yeah, it
like a
has little
huge,
buddy, dude. It's little buddy.
I've never really like been super like, oh, I want to collect like all the amiibos I can.
I mean,
Like I've got a few,
I
but
want to
that was it.
have the Splatoon amiibo just because I feel like it's more manageable. But I didn't want to shell out for like all of them, so I just settled for the idols.
I know I bought the like Octoling Trio pack, which is Octoling Boy, Girl, and the
Yeah, yeah,
Octopus,
yeah.
and I bought Inkling Boy, the Smash Ultimate one as well,
Oh, nice. Yeah, there's Smash Amiibo as well. Damn.
because it works with Splatoon as well.
Yeah, yeah. They've always done this with Smash Amiibos. They always work for like their respective series, you know?
Yeah, but the Amiibo functionality is not very good in 3 as well.
Yeah, I wish they just did something like Splatoon 1 again. But I guess we have Octo expansion and the single player of this game for that, you know? The challenges in
Yeah,
those are really similar to the Amiibo challenges in Splatoon 1.
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so lame though.
Yeah, I agree. um but anyway, going back to the single player.
True.
um Oh wait, and also I am sorry, but I'm really excited for Anarchy Rainbow, or that's their name, right? Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think yeah.
yeah. Or maybe that's the song. I'm not sure, but I'm really excited. No, their name is fucking Deep Cut. What's wrong with me? uh,
It's
Anarchy
fun.
Rainbow is their song. Yeah, but I'm really excited for Deep Cut to get their amiibo probably next year, hopefully. I don't know, but I'm gonna buy those as well for sure. Big man amiibo. Let's go.
I might not buy the trio pack. I'll see.
Really? I think the idols are
Yeah,
really cool to own, to be honest.
I've never like owned an idol. The Splatoon two, the Splatoon idols. I've never had one, so just not interested really.
Um, but okay. The story. So we get an Alterna, right? Dude, Alterna, it gave me some crazy Metroid vibes, I swear to God. Have you ever played a Metroid game?
No.
Man, you're so lame! Play Metroid. You have Nintendo Switch Online. You don't need to play the first one. If you want to play that, play the remake on like GBA or just emulate it. But play Super Metroid. That shit is so good.
They just like seem kind of boring. Not gonna lie.
Why? I mean, the combat is boring in most of them except Dread. Dread has like really good combat, but and probably the Metro 2 remake as well on 3DS, but I haven't played that one. But it's made by the same people. Um but no, it's like it's about exploration, you know? You like make your way through the map. It's one of my favorite genres, Metroidvanias, but you like make your way through the map and get more abilities, and the more abilities you get, the more of the map you can unlock, you know? So sometimes you'll like get into a room and you'll be completely like lost on what you're supposed to do, but then you get an ability and you remember the room and you're like, "Oh my god, now I can advance in this room because I have this ability that looks like it might work in that room." You know? It's really fun. There's a lot of backtracking though, but it's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
that's the thing. Like, I feel like I just get lost, and then when I get lost, for like 10, 20 minutes, I just get bored and never play it.
Yeah, but they're short. They're really short games, all of them. They're
No, but I'm
really.
like really bad at stuff like that.
I mean, you can always ask, but I feel like the sense of discovery is still the best. But Super Metroid can get really ambiguous, I guess. Metroid Fusion doesn't though. Metroid Fusion is very linear. It was way more story focused. It really like got into. It was the first game that really like got into Samus' head, you know.
Yeah. I almost bought the Metroid Dread, but then I just like decided not to. I don't know
Metroid
why.
Dread is not hard either. It's like the world design of Dread was really disappointing in a way. I still think it's the best one overall, not in terms of world design, but just overall. It was like it had really good lore, story, and just gameplay all combined. You know,
Yeah,
but Fusion had a better story probably, and Super Metroid had better gameplay probably, to be honest. But still, Dread did it like best overall. But the thing with Dread, it's really good, but you quickly realize if you've played like one or two Metroidvanias that it's linear as fuck. Like the most obvious way forward is always the right way forward. It rarely ever asks you to backtrack, and when it does, it usually just like conveniently leads you to like some sort of elevator or teleportation thing to get you back to the place you're supposed to be, you know? It never really asks you to make some crazy leaps over the map or anything. And even then,
yeah,
it always like does this thing even more so than other Metroid games where like when you're supposed to make some important bit of progress, it keeps doing this thing where like blocks off most of the map and keeps you stuck in one area to like tell you to like nudge you into thinking, okay, my progress has to be in this area. You know, I can't go anywhere else, so I'm gonna be looking in this very limited area. You know,
Yeah,
it's pretty hard to get lost in that game unless you're like really good at sequence breaking, because you can like the block the way it like locks you is usually just like a not it's not like it's like a soft lock, if I'm using that term right, because you can, if you're like good enough most of the time, you can just sequence break it and ruin all of the pacing of the game. That's something I did a lot in Metroid, in Super Metroid, because they don't expect, like in Super Metroid you can literally sequence break all of the fucking game. It's so easy, but well, it's not easy. It's like hard because the wall jump is hard for people. But I got really used to the wall jump really quickly, so I literally just skipped a lot of stuff in the game. But because of that, like how the way it like blocks off areas also didn't work on me, because if I just got stuck somewhere, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm stuck. I'll just wall jump out of here, and then I completely ruined the pacing of the game for myself. But I still enjoyed it because it actually just let me fuck around for myself. You know, it was it's so great, and it has
that's
great
what's
atmosphere.
nice.
Huh?
Having like freedom's good.
Yeah.
Speed on a pace.
Super Metroid is fucking amazing, dude. It's one of the best games ever made, honestly. You should really try them out. And Super Metroid is free, so it's literally free, dude. Just like the way I play a lot of like the NES and SNES games is literally just when I get in bed, I grab my Switch and I just play them. You know.
Fair enough.
That's what I'm doing with A Link to the Past right now. Just before bedtime, I grab my Switch and I'm like, okay, time to play some Zelda. Because especially,
I just never really heard of Metroid until like kind of around Smash Wii U.
How? What?
Because
Metroid is like one of their biggest. It used to be one of their biggest franchises. You know?
I just didn't hear of it, I guess.
That's so weird. I've always
back then,
known
I
about
literally
it.
only played like Mario games and then Splatoon.
You should play some more games, dude. We can talk about them on the pod. Imagine this whole like rant I went on, but both of us are like talking about it, you know? And it's free. It's free. Like, come on.
Yeah, I'll see some more games on like the NES and SNES.
Yeah, you can like get some entry into big franchises, you know? Like, especially SNES games, they're really good. You'd be surprised. Like, I don't know how the jump from NES to SNES is this huge, but damn, it's really big in quality, you know? The games get really good on the NES. On the SNES, I mean. NES games are still, like, really arcadey and bullshitty. But SNES games don't fuck around, bro. They're really good.
Yeah.
But anyway, Alterna gave me some major Metroid vibes, dude. That shit was really cool. Like when I played through the first area and just like I got out of like one of the first levels and I'm like, damn, this place is so amazing. It's so cool. How did you feel about it? It's way different to like the other games. It feels way more grounded.
True, yeah, and you're not like forced to play every single level to progress through
That
like
too.
the game.
Oh, I mean, I still played every single level, but just the idea of me being able to like skip everything, and at some point I did like skip around, not like progressing the story, but just messing around to see what I can skip. You can skip so much. You can like throw bombs and super jump to kettles without like doing anything else. The speedruns for this are gonna be really good.
Yeah. It is good. I like not being forced to do something. Like
Yeah.
on my first playthrough, I barely played any levels, but then I went back and like 100% of it.
Nice.
Every weapon, every level, got nothing for it.
No, I'm still gonna do. Wait, did you check the app? It gives you like a screensaver. It's really cool.
Does it?
Yeah. It gives you one for beating the game, which is like Mr. Grizz or something. And it gives you one for 100%ing it, which is, I have it as my lock screen. It's Big Man and Fry and Shiver and Marie and Callie and Cuttlefish and like this statue of Mr. Grizz all taking a selfie. It's really cute. I like it.
Wait, I didn't see that.
It's on the app. You can go if you go to single player or like Alterna or whatever.
Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. Yeah. I see
Yeah.
it now.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
It's really cool. I love it. I wanted them to do more of this stuff. I can't wait till like the new Krusty Sean thing comes out because I have so much turf painted now. I just want all of his lock screens.
Oh, the Wonder Cross thing.
Yeah, and there's also some stuff for Salmon Run. I don't remember where I got it, but maybe I got it from him as well. Actually, from Krusty Sean. Yeah. I did get it from Krusty Sean. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm glad they did that because it was like kind of simple in Splatnet 2. There's not much to do.
Mhm. Um. Wait, the first area didn't have much story, although Deep Cut did get introduced, and honestly, I don't know if I'm dumb for this, but I really didn't expect them to be like to have an antagonistic role for like most of the story. That was really cool in my opinion.
Yeah.
I really like that. That was so nice. I was so surprised. I was like, wait, they're supposed to be bad, and like the whole poses they all were doing, it was so fucking sick, dude. They have so much personality. And Big Man just sitting there being a goofball.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Fry really got into it. And Shiver did as well, but like Fry got like into it to a goofy degree, you know? Like her poses, like Shiver, when Shiver did poses, it was like I rehearsed this, but I'm good at it. I know what I'm doing, you know? It almost looked natural, but Fry, you could really tell she was like just like try harding it and doing way too much. You know, she was overacting. It was really cool.
Wow. You paid like so much attention. I did not pick up on that.
Now, come on, I did. Oh man, I went. I love this shit, man. I wish we got more of this stuff, especially in the older games as well. But we got a lot of Kelly and Marie as well. They're so fucking cute, dude. I love everything about this. It's so nice getting them, just seeing them being characters and not just like nothing, basically. You know,
Yeah, they actually have like a story and stuff.
they're actually being characters and interacting with each other and talking to each other. And Captain 3, I love Captain 3. I'm calling them Captain 3, but that's not their name. Their name is just Captain, but I love Captain 3. Just the
Isn't it
idea.
Agent 3?
No. Captain is like us from Splatoon 1.
Right, yeah. Alright.
Yeah, I don't know. The idea of like this being me from I wish they did like another story with them. I just want to play me from Splatoon 1. It's so nice. I love it. And they're so quiet and like shy and shit. It's so I don't know. It's so weird. And you know that moment at like the end part of the story. I don't remember exactly when it was, but they actually booyah'd. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's when you beat Grizz and you go back to
Yeah, it's so fucking cool. When they booyah'd, that was really nice.
that was legendary.
I swear, man. I need more of them, but we're probably not gonna get any more of the captain. Such a shame.
Yeah, I don't think we will. An auto expansion.
Yeah, well, they said it's like this is like the end of the something saga or whatever. So this is probably it for the Squid Beak Splatoon, as we've discussed before.
Rip.
But hey, we're gonna get Off the Hook stuff, and Off the Hook is really sick as well. I'm so glad they're not like just canning all of the old idols. You know, I love that they keep doing stuff with them. It's really nice.
Yeah, true. Because like in most games, I'm trying to think. You know, something like Fire Emblem, like they'll have so many characters and then they just like ditch all of them.
That's different. That's different though. That's definitely not the same. And I mean, I haven't played it, but stuff like Fire Emblem and Xenoblade are much more self-contained stories, if I'm not mistaken. You know, and they still have some overlap. They still like because I'm pretty. I don't. You know, we shouldn't be talking about this. We neither of us have played the games. Really, I can't say anything meaningful about it. But they're definitely
Yeah.
not the same. They're not the same type of game.
I know, but they do other stuff like that in games. But I actually just can't think of anything else. That was like the first thing that came to mind.
I guess. But still, some games just want to go for a different vibe. And Splatoon has a surprising like care for its timeline and consistency, which is it's really weird, but it's there, you know?
Yeah.
Like for example, the captain is actually like old now and stuff. I think they're like 22 or something, right? I don't know. They were like
I have no idea.
they were probably like 14 in Splatoon 1. How old were the squids in Splatoon 1?
Yeah, like childs, I guess, like 14.
Yeah, probably. So add 7 years to that. Or maybe they were 12. I don't know. Something
It
between
was one
12
of
and
them.
14. How old were the squids in Splatoon 1? Not Squid Sisters, the squids. Squid Sisters are adults. That's what they want you to think, at least. Well, they say by the age of 14, Inklings gain complete control over both of these forms, like just their body. So
Yeah.
I guess most of them are at least 14. But that means like that the captain is canonically around 21, 21, 22, something like that. Which is really cool because they're like aging with us. I mean, they're even older than me, which is pretty weird. I'm not older than these kids. I'm not
They're no longer kids.
True. But that's cool. That's cool. I love it. It's so weird and the Squid Sisters must be really old now. Damn, they must be in their 30s, dude. That's so weird.
Yeah, true.
What the fuck?
That's just a theory.
I don't think that's a theory. Because we know that they age up and well, okay. How old were the Squid Sisters in Splatoon 1?
There's no way there's like an actual age though.
Yes, there is. I'm pretty sure. At least there's an estimate. Wait, huh?
No, the estimates are really like out of nowhere.
Oh, they say at least 17 in Splatoon 1. That's not what I thought. I thought they were like 20. That's weird. I guess that would make sense though, because I mean, idols in like Japan are usually not the oldest. You know?
Yeah.
They can be pretty young sometimes. So I guess that's not that weird, for considering like what they're supposed to be. But that would still mean they're pretty old, so.
That's weird.
Yeah, they all look like kids, man. Why aren't they older? I want to see like the real adults of the Splatoon world, you know? Are they actually all just built like this? That's
New
weird, right?
story mode.
True. Splatoon spin-off. Remember that one video of like the Splatoon mobile game or something? The fake one?
Yeah, I kind of remember it.
The Splatoon game for adults.
Yeah, someone sent it in like one of our groups.
Who?
I think in like
Really?
yeah.
Oh. Was it that recent? I think it's pretty old.
No, it was in like the team channel. I swear, like our team
Oh. Okay.
thing.
Oh man, I'm so
But
excited to do stuff with the team again. You should get this shit going. Maybe after this we can just talk to Slanted.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna DM him actually. Because I really want to get this done with. I can literally play today, although I shouldn't play today, but I can if you want me to.
Yeah, it would be nice to play again. We drifted so far away from the story mode.
I know. That's how podcasts go, don't it? But okay, the second area, that's the one where we fought Fry. I thought her boss was pretty cool. I don't know if we've talked about this before though. I think we might have.
I thought it was lame, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we've gone over this before, actually.
We never said who it was, I guess.
Oh, true. Yeah, I don't think we spoiled the idols being there and stuff. Okay, so I thought Fry's boss was really cool, and it like confirmed the whole Indian culture thing because she was like using a flute and stuff, or I don't know what that instrument is called, but it looks like a flute.
Yeah, it sounded sick, bro.
Hmm.
It sounded sick. Flute or whatever it was.
No shot. Lucas liking Splatoon music.
No, okay, I'll admit the story mode music was actually really good.
It was. It really was. You know that like what the hell the thing that Slanted sent, the something llama or something, right?
For what?
Uh, was it repeat llama or something? I don't know. Or pause. I don't remember.
What was it like about?
It was a song, but I'm
The
pretty
story
sure.
mode something?
Huh?
Was it a story
No, no,
mode
no.
song?
But the story mode probably sampled it. You know?
Oh,
Yeah. That part. Of
literally losing his mind.
oh no, dude! They're such bangers. The songs were really good in the single player.
Yeah, they were really good.
I can't believe it. Lucas finally likes Splatoon music.
Nah, the multiplayer music still sucks.
Not speak. I'm so glad Off the Hook is making music, dude. That's so cool. I'm really excited to get more music from that band that they're in now. I really want to hear more from them.
How many songs are from that band? Like I
One,
know two.
two, really?
Yeah, I swear it's two. Hold up.
I know the one that's like, "Ah, na 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 na," you know.
Yeah,
But what's the other one though?
I swear there's another one. Hold up. I'll find it. I'll find it.
I only know about one. I hope there's another one. That would be cool. But I don't, yeah, I don't know. Off the Hook is cool. I like that they keep doing stuff with the idols. It's so weird. How is this game so consistent? Like actually Nintendo moment. Like all of their games besides Mario have this weird attention to detail to stuff that you wouldn't expect them to like care about, you know? But with
Yeah,
Mario, it's just like they want to do something cool, and then Miyamoto is just like, no, 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 Mario, no story. We just make gameplay. I'm pretty sure once that dude dies, which I mean, I don't want him to die or anything, but once he does, it's gonna be sad, of course, because he's a fucking legend, and he made possibly my favorite franchise ever made. But they're probably gonna start doing some more like weird stuff with Mario, you know? Maybe some actual lore or something. That would be cool.
yeah, because they're really like stale right now. The Mario games.
No, they're
Like they
not.
just
They're not still. It's just they always like focus on gameplay, which I really appreciate. I love Mario gameplay, but I feel like they could still do some like the same weird Nintendo stuff they do with Splatoon and Zelda and all of their other franchises. You know, that they just never do with Mario because I assume Shigeru doesn't want them to do that.
yeah. Speaking of Mario, I started playing like Sunshine like last night, pretty much. On
You've
the
never played it?
no, because it's like out before I was like alive, you know.
So what? My first game ever was Mario Bros. 3. That's an NES game.
Yeah, but I never owned like a console before that. Like I only owned like the Wii onwards.
Mario Bros. 3 is really good though. Have you played it? It's on Switch Online.
Yeah, I did actually play like a
It's
D.
so peak, bro. It's so peak. I love it. But yeah, Sunshine is cool. I just don't like the controls. I feel like it controls really wonky. The thing is, the controls are like really precise and accurate on all of that stuff. It's just it doesn't feel good. You know? It's like too fast or something. It's not it's definitely better than 64 in my opinion, but it still feels really off. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to it anymore. Because I have played it in the past, but trying to replay it nowadays just it's even harder to replace Sunshine than 64 for me. I don't know why. Okay, Lucas had that Wi-Fi moment, I think. But we're back. So what were we talking about, Sunshine?
The controls, they just feel really like clunky. Like it doesn't feel nice. Like I don't know how to describe it. Just platforming feels really jank.
Yeah, yeah, and the thing is, it's like really accurate, but I feel like it's just too accurate. It's really fast and too accurate, and like platformers are supposed to compensate for you being a dumb fucking human that makes mistakes, you know? And I think Sunshine just doesn't account for that. You know, it assumes you're playing perfectly. You still have Flood though, so it like compensates for that because Flood allows you to make dumb mistakes. But I prefer the way it is in other games, in other Mario games, you know?
Yeah, because I'm so used to something like Galaxy, which feels like really good to play, or like 3D World and stuff like that.
Uh-huh, yeah. Although 3D World doesn't have that safety net like Flood or the spin in Galaxy or whatever.
Yeah, I know, but it just like feels nice to like move and stuff.
Mm-hmm. It does.
But it's fun. It's cool.
Yeah, 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 it's cool. And I like the atmosphere. It's like summer and stuff. I like it.
I know there's like some stuff that are like really annoying and stuff. I can't remember what the levels are, but you know that like slot machine thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know.
Like I know a lot of people got tilted by that, but like it looks
Wait,
interesting though.
slot machine? Do you mean the pinball thing or?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that shit is fucked up. Fucking hell. I
It
don't
looks
know.
obnoxious, but then it also looks kind of funny as well.
I don't know how I had the patience for that as a kid, dude.
I'll definitely like 100% it if I get used to the controls.
Play other games, man. Come on.
I'll try.
You have? Do you have the 3D All Stars collection?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have that as well.
that's how I'm playing it.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense. There's no other way to really play it besides having a GameCube.
Exactly.
Um,
And the GameCube controller feels weird.
no, I don't know. I don't mind it. All the games are designed around it anyway, so it works. You know.
I used it a bit for like Mario Kart Wii, and I used it a bit for Smash, but
I use
I
it for
just
Smash. I have one for Smash. That's about it. But it's just uh, it's that's the way the games are just designed around it. I think it works. You know, because like in Mario, the jump is A. So the biggest button is A. That's the one you'll be using most. And buttons that are less relevant are like around it, and the B is still pretty relevant. So it's still like close to the A and has a bit of relevance, and it has a color. And I don't know, it's a really well designed controller. It's just it's not since it's not standardized, it's like harder for third party devs, you know?
yeah, true.
The controls we have nowadays are definitely better just because third party devs are able to standardize their stuff across all consoles a bit easier. But I feel like from a first party perspective, having a controller like that is not a problem because the games are designed around it, and it's a really comfy controller. It's not a 64 controller.
Oh yeah, that controller is weird.
Yeah, it's I mean it's literally like ruined people's hands. So
It's not designed for humans. You need like 3 hands.
yeah. But still, the games are designed around it, though. You're. I don't think you're ever supposed to use all three things at once. I don't know why people complain about that.
True, yeah. I guess it just kind of feels weird to like
I mean, it's nicer to have access
use.
to everything at once, obviously. But when the games are designed around it, does it really matter?
Yeah, I never like used it, but it just looks really weird and like uncomfortable.
I guess. um. Okay, back to the single player again. Time to spoil people again. This is really not a great format to do this stuff. But Okay, I guess we can go to the third world. Do you remember any levels like in particular from the whole thing?
Um, I remember that. Not really, to be honest. I know the one level where you have to like use the stamp and like try and hit all the balls.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that one was cool. I like that one.
yeah, that was a good one. I remember like the matchmaker kind of one. I always mention this and you like forget it. But it's like we have to break the boxes and try and match up to one of the images.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that one's
That
cool.
one, it's all right, I guess.
It's kind of stressful though, but
At least you don't get rapid on that level.
yeah. I still don't know how you did that with rapid. There's no fucking way, dude.
It was so stressful.
I also like the Zipcaster one though. Generically, of course, but it's really good. Or like the Zipcaster levels. There were multiple levels with that.
Yeah,
And
I don't remember any in particular, but they are good levels.
yeah, they were really fun. Also, like the Shippy Hero song in the background.
Yeah, that's a good song as well.
And what I also really liked was the level with like the wave breaker enemies. You know?
Yeah, they were
I,
like in two, but now they're called like Wave Breaker as well.
it was so fun. It was so fun. I mean, I did it first try, but damn, it was great. I loved that level so much. And I went for the shiny as well. I got like the eggs and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Almost died for it, but I still got them.
You don't get one-shotted, I believe.
Of course not. You have like 3 shots or something. You have three hits, but you also recover over time. So
Yeah, but in Move It, something similar to that in Auto Expansion, you was one-shotted.
yeah, I think I remember what you're talking about. But it was like with ink and stuff.
Yeah, I wish it was something like that instead of because I was trying to do it without getting hit, and I did it first try, but then I realized, oh, you can take damage, and it just kind of, felt easier.
Yeah, but I liked it more because you got to like jump over stuff and stuff. You know.
Yeah, the level was cooler. I just wish you got like one-shotted, or there was like an option.
Damn. Okay, bro. I can't wait for the crazy ass shit they're gonna do for the DLC though. Hopefully they get even more creative with like the specials and whatnot. Because I was surprised by some of the special use in this. How they
Yeah,
redesigned so many enemies. I hope we get some new enemies though. We keep getting reskinned octopuses, octopi, whatever.
I know we got one new like enemy, but I can't remember what it was.
I don't know. A lot of them were reskinned. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but there was like one that was like completely new. I
Yeah,
swear.
but what does it do?
I don't know. That's the thing. I like.
Okay,
There has to be one new one.
maybe,
There's no way.
probably. I don't know.
But yeah, that's true. A lot of them did get reskinned.
As always. First they were normal, then they were sanitized, then now they have fur on them. Weird as shit. But the third world had nothing of note because it didn't have a boss fight. I like the way the boss fights were distributed. Although I would have preferred having minor boss fights in every world, so you didn't like have to go a whole world without any boss fight. Then the next world has some story again and a boss fight and stuff. I thought that was a bit lame.
Because you could basically skip a whole world as well. If you didn't have to do the boss, you could just
Yeah,
skip the whole world.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, there was also Shiver. That boss was pretty cool. And
That was the best, in my opinion.
I guess, yeah, I agree with that. Um, I just wish that you got to do the boss with some other weapons. I don't know, because we only got the splash down. But I also did like how you get the splashdown, but it's still just as weak. I've died using splashdown in the single player, bro.
Yeah, Splashdown cancelled by like anything basically.
Fucking hell, so bad. But it was really satisfying, and I think it was a nice back and forth to be able to just charge it, you know.
Yeah.
But the stamp really didn't even work in the single player. It was fucked up, man. I couldn't even use stamp in like the secret level. You know that part where you just have to fight a bunch of octolings?
Yeah.
I tried using the stamp in that. I died multiple times. You can't choose the stamp, bro.
I don't think I noticed anything like buggy with it in the hero mode. I don't know.
It's just underwhelming. It wasn't particularly buggy in my experience, but it was just bad because it's really bad right now. Um, but yeah, I like the way that you could like keep fighting the boss even when it was like their turn. You know, that was something I really liked.
Oh right, like when they're doing the like
It had a way
phase.
better back and forth than most Splatoon boss fights. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
I wish it was just like harder bosses with like phases maybe. That's just like the Dark Souls fan inside of me though, but imagine if like you get the first phase, you have to like keep shooting the shark while they're moving. Then the second phase, the shark gets more on like the platform and you have to fight him that way. And then the third phase, the shark is like, "Fuck you." It fucking dies or whatever. And then you have to fight Shiver one on one, you know? That would be so cool. It would be like the
Yeah.
Nameless King in Dark Souls 3. You have like it's like a dude on a dragon, and the first phase you just fight his dragon with him on it, obviously, and then you kill his dragon, and he's like, "Oh shit, gotta get serious now," and then he just jumps off and completely fucks you over, and you have to keep beating the first phase over and over. You get so good at the first phase because the second phase is really hard. It's
You always find a way to like talk about Dark Souls in
Yes,
these
because
episodes.
it's really good and you should play it, man. Man, I would literally buy it for you if I wasn't like saving up to upgrade my PC.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that we had the fifth world. Nothing of note, no boss fights once again.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
that was like a bad word.
what was it again? I don't remember.
I don't know, it's just like so unforgettable, so forgettable.
What the fuck?
There
Okay.
was nothing of note there. Like nothing like no cool levels, you know?
I didn't like the last one because it was so disconnected, you know? I think that's gonna be
What
the
like
most annoying world for speedrunners, you know?
oh right, yeah.
It's probably gonna have very little amount of skips and stuff. But you do get to fight Big Man. And it was cool, the callback to like Sunshine in that. I don't know if you've seen that boss in Sunshine yet, but
Yeah, I have. I've seen like I can't remember how. I think I watched like a Sunshine playthrough maybe once. But I do remember that boss and I was like, cool.
yeah, that was really nice. But besides that, honestly, so I don't know. It's not a great boss, honestly. It might be the lamest one in my opinion.
It was so underwhelming. Oh my
I don't know
days.
how because I saw, did you see Chara's video on the single player?
No.
He really loves the big man boss. So I don't know why. I mean, he definitely like really loved it because of the sunshine thing, but he also just thought it was a really it was his favorite boss to fight, which is really weird to me. I really thought it was lame. I mean, obviously opinions, like yeah, but I just was surprised by that because Shiver was like it was not even close to me between the other two. You know,
Yeah, I just
maybe like Fry gets close, but Big Man is like the worst one by far.
but like it was only really bad because it was just so easy. And maybe he was like thinking how like oh it's creative, it's a nice callback.
Yeah,
And
and
that's
it's
why he
yeah, true,
preferred it.
and it's definitely like all of the bosses were pretty creative compared to all of the other Splatoon bosses we've ever had, but I don't know. Also, I'm remembering a level now. You know that level where you have to paint with like the explosion.
I was gonna mention that with like the Moai.
Yeah, that was so cool. I love that level. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I was just taking my time painting every single inch of this dude.
true. It was a weird level though.
I mean, yeah, it was definitely weird, but like we just entered and I see the big fucking head and I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, paint it." I'm like, damn, that's really cool. I really like that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. But like, it makes sense how they give you the paint weapon to paint them all.
Yeah, they know how stupid this weapon is on zones.
Exactly. And it got burst bomb as well, didn't it? On that
Yes,
level.
the dream fucking thing.
Explode burst bomb 10 to missiles, please.
You know what I really liked as well? Did you see the video from Chara on the weapons? Like the best kits for every weapon?
Yeah.
Dude, range blaster, burst bomb, crab tank. Oh my god. Oh, I'm losing my mind just thinking about it. That sounds like my favorite weapon ever created.
I don't like burst bomb on range, to be honest.
I do. And I love crab tank. Crab tank is so good. And imagine like doing some damage to someone, then popping crab tank, doing the like big burst thing with the crab tank, killing them. Easy. Easy. I love crab tank, dude. And I love range. And I love burst bomb.
Yeah, I'll admit I'm in the wrong. I think most people prefer range burst bomb, but
I think
prefer something like
actually
splat
I think
bomb.
most people prefer it with splat bomb. That's what I've noticed. I don't know why though.
Really? I think people prefer burst, but I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen like in Chara streams and videos that he just mentions splat bomb a lot, which I guess, but like I prefer burst bomb because it's like less ink hungry and it's way easier to combo with, you know?
Yeah.
But I get like burst bomb and suction bomb are really good like spacing tools to get enemies close or away from you. Especially splat bomb, it's really good to like get enemies away from you. But burst bomb is just so nice on it, you know? It just feels good.
Yeah, true.
But I wouldn't mind splat bomb either. I'll take splat bomb. I love using splat bombs. It's like I think the reason is because of like how much I used to play Charger on Splatoon 1, which had splat bomb, and I got really good at like spacing people out with splat bomb whenever they got close to me, you know? Or just killing them straight up. I got really good at like understanding the way splat bombs work. And I also mained the dual squelcher, of course, which had splat bomb on one of the kits.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that weapon and the kit.
Yeah, it had like splat bomb and echo locator.
Wasn't that the bad kit?
That's the one I used. I don't know.
The one with whale was like good, I think, because you
With
like
what?
spammed it and you had beacon. I
With
think.
whale.
It had
Yeah,
killer
yeah,
whale
whale
and
and beacon. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the other one. I didn't like it though. Splat bombs
Oh,
are
I
cool.
remember playing like Splatoon 1 in like 2021, I think it was. And I kept getting matched up with this guy called the Whale Man or something like that. And he'll play like dual squelcher with like 3 pures or special charge up and just
Nice.
spam whale.
Nice. Based. That weaponing's pretty well.
Yeah.
um
The only thing it does well.
Aw, I can't even deny that. But let's move back, go back to the final part of the single player, because we didn't. I forgot about the final level. I forgot to mention that. That shit was cool. I like the callback to, or not the callback, but like it was like a parallel to Octo expansion, you know.
Yeah.
And then the final boss, dude. Oh my god, bro, that shit was so good. What did you think of the final boss?
Like the actual final boss, or like, because you know there's like a few different phases, I guess. Like the first one, you have like no body, and you have to like, I don't know how to describe it, but like
Yeah.
you have to use him to like, mate, I forget.
Well, all of that is just one boss, so.
Oh, true.
Okay.
It was good.
Yeah, it was really good. I really liked that fight. That's probably like my favorite fight in any Splatoon game, to be honest.
It was very like different.
Yeah, except maybe like Inner Agent 3, but Inner Agent 3 just feels like ranked, so. Ranked on steroids. How it feels to fight special spammers in Splatoon 2.
Yeah, true. It was kind of like simple, but like Splatoon 3's, that was really good.
And it felt like a
I mean,
Mario boss somehow. I don't know why. It just gave me Mario vibes. Like you had the whole moving like thing, and you had a big enemy that got defeated in 3 shots every phase. And then you have the final part where you just go into a big fucking mech. That shit was so good. That was so good. Using like Octavio's fucking mech, dude. Oh, I love that so much.
Yeah, that was really good.
What was your reaction to seeing Mr. Grizz for the first time? Or not like seeing him, but seeing his name, because he got name dropped in like the second world, you know?
Yeah, why did they name drop him? That was kind of. I think it kind of spoiled it, but I was not expecting Mr. Grizz, to be
I don't know.
honest.
When I heard his name, I was like, okay, I have to finish this. I have to finish this today. I remember losing my mind in like the group chat, and almost no one was playing the single player, so I couldn't say shit.
But yeah, I saw like his name pop up and I was like, oh, he's probably the final boss then.
Dude, that shit was so cool. I was like theorizing. I was like, okay, but they're probably saving Grizz for like the DLC, right? Are they really gonna do Grizz now? And then he just said, "Oh yeah, I'm Mr. Grizz." Like, did he just say that?
No way.
No shot. No shot. We're actually fighting Mr. Grizz. That's so sick. I just kind of don't like the way Salmon Run kept going anyway. Although it's cool that you get like a new statue in Salmon Run, but that's about it. It's kind of lame.
Yeah, that was weird. Like how you still play Salmon Run, but Mr. Grizz is like dead or something.
Yeah, that was pretty lame. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that fight was amazing. Oh my god. I can't stop thinking about it. Just going into Octavia's mech. Goddamn. That was a great fight. And I have like the lock screen of Mr. Grizz on my phone as well. It's so cool. He looks so sick.
Yeah.
I find it really weird that people we've talked about this before, but like without spoiling it. But I'm so weirded out by people like not liking Mr. Grizz being a grizzly bear. I don't know. Like obviously I was like, okay, it would be cool if he was something else because it's a bit on the nose otherwise. But on the other side, it's like, I mean, just because it was predictable doesn't mean it's bad. It was still really good. I liked it. People were like, "Oh yes, you know that extra part, lore part that you get after you finish the game, there or after you're 100%. I'm not sure." People were like, "Oh, that sounds like a fan fiction, man. That's so lame." I'm like, "What do you mean? It's cool. It's fine. What are you talking about?"
Wait, what? That's so weird how people were like offended, I guess, by that.
Well, not. I mean, offended. I don't know if that's the right word, but they
Yeah, but they're
thought,
like triggered.
yeah, they didn't like it. Okay, which is fair. I mean, you can like and dislike what you want. I don't care, but it's still kind of weird to me. I especially saw Rassicus being like really vocal about it. So I'm kind of like curious to see their video once they make that. I want to see what they have to say about it. I've been actually really looking forward to them making a video about the single player because have you read all of the Alterna logs?
No.
Oh my god, dude. You
I
don't
don't
know
have time
anything.
for reading in video games.
Bro, there's so much lore in them. Okay, I'm about to explain it to you, bro. Okay. So like Alterna. Do you know anything about Alterna? What it even is?
No.
Okay. So after the humans went extinct, there was actually like a group of humans that did survive, and they went because the Earth wasn't livable for a while, you know, so they went into Earth and or like to Alterna pretty much. They went to Alterna, the crater, whatever Alterna. They ended up in Alterna, and so they like rebuilt society, the original humans, and like got started from there. That's why Alterna is also like so modern and so human looking.
Yeah.
Um, and then by the time they got to like later generations, they completely forgot like everything, like why Alterna was built, all of the like missteps of human beings and whatever, and they tried to climb out. They were like, we have a right to see the sunlight. We want to go back to the surface. So they were dumbasses, completely ignored. I think like the original generation was still like alive. So but they didn't listen to the original generation. They were like, "Oh, don't do that. That's very stupid." But they still went there and they died. I don't remember exactly what happened to them, but pretty much TLDR, they did end up dying. I'm pretty sure like all humans are definitely supposed to be extinct. Unless they retcon that as well. I don't know. Because mammals weren't supposed to exist either. That's the only thing I can see like hating Mr. Grizz for, because there weren't supposed to be any mammals in the Splatoon universe. Um, but yeah, I think humans are definitely supposed to be extinct. But so you know how like it doesn't make any sense that fish creatures evolved onto land when there's more water?
Yeah, you said.
Yeah. And how they also like evolved really quickly, you know, how all of that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
They explained that in the lore. They actually went out of their way. I lost my mind when I was reading those logs, dude. I was going crazy. I was also like, and whenever I like completed a log and read it, I also like spammed the group chat without spoiling anything. But I was, dude, because apparently when the humans died, there was something with like some sort of shard or whatever. I don't exactly remember the details. I'm sorry about that. But so like something fell into the ocean and it contained like mankind's will, pretty much. And because of that, the water got like infected, and the fish in the water started hyper evolving with the human's will. So that's why we have like humanoid fish creatures that got onto the land, and then eventually they ended up going out of Alterna and going onto the surface. That's also why we still have normal fish creatures and we have evolved fish creatures. The normal fish creatures are just like creatures that have been on the surface since like ages ago, since pretty much since our time, you know, since we went extinct, pretty much. But the evolved fish creatures, um, are like from Alterna. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be from Alterna. That all of the like humanoid sentient fish creatures, all of them are supposed to have come from Alterna because they had the human's will to like actually get out of Alterna and see the surface and rebuild civilization. You know,
Yeah.
that's so
That's
cool.
yeah. I'm surprised how they're able to like, describe it and like make it make sense basically.
Yeah, I can't believe. I mean, it's still kind of bullshitty. Like, oh, this shard gave them the human's will. I mean, that's still kind of dumb. But the fact that they still went out of their way to like make a canon explanation for why this evolution doesn't make any sense. That's so cool. You know, and then it makes
Yeah.
sense why they're so fast as well, because they just started like unnaturally hyper evolving. You know, it's like you were to like literally change the genes of an animal. You know, that's not evolution at that point.
But yeah, I just did not read the law. Probably
You
should
should
have.
have read them, and you should still read them because I probably missed a lot of details. I
Yeah,
really
I'll,
recommend you read them, and they're not long. They're really short, man.
I remember reading the Ultra expansion chat logs like eventually.
Oh, I didn't read them. Well, I did kind of, but I like skimmed through them. They had some cool Easter eggs in them.
Yeah, and it gave you like more like backstory to them as well.
Yeah, and you had like some cool character interactions. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure those chat logs were supposed to be like cutscenes, but they just couldn't. They didn't have the budget to make them cutscenes. I think that's why they're chat logs, because they really feel like the interactions we got in this game. You know.
Yeah,
I still hope we see Off the Hook like interacting with some other people. Maybe Deep Cut will be involved again in the DLC. Who knows? I still want more of Deep Cut, even though we got plenty. I still want more of them. The way they're like bandits and stuff. That's so cool. Deep Cut is probably like the best idol group, to be honest, but I still love the OGs the best.
yeah, I'll probably have to agree as well.
It's really undeniable that Deep Cut is really cool, and if they're in the DLC, they're probably really gonna become really good. It's like they're bandits. They have a lot of personality. Big Man exists, but still, the OGs are still always gonna be in my heart. You know, I love Kelly. I hate Mary. You know.
Wow, she was the more popular one as
I
well.
know. I just thought she was lame, but I don't dislike her. But at the same time, I don't think I'm ever gonna have like the same emotions I have for like Callie and Marie. I don't think I'm ever gonna have that for any other idol group, you know? Because like Off the Hook, I really liked Pearl, but it's not like I hated Marina. I really liked Marina as well. Marina's really cool. But with Kelly and Marie, I like really liked Kelly, and I really didn't like Marie, you know? And just like I really appreciate the fact that I don't like Marie, you know? Because I don't have that with any of the other idols.
Yeah, Because like normally they're like most people are neutral. Like there's one they prefer, but they don't really hate them.
Yeah, but in Splatoon 1, people really hated the other idol. Nowadays,
Yeah,
you don't see that anymore. But like back then, oh my god. The final
it's not even
Splatfest.
like
Yeah.
they were kind of similar as well.
No, no, no. They're like contrast. Like in their color, in their personality. Like, Kelly is really wholesome and upbeat and always like smiling and stuff. And Marie's like really smug and cool and cold and like lame and sarcastic. I really think she's rude. That's the main reason I don't like her. She's so like rude and sarcastic all the time. I don't like that.
Yeah,
People are
true.
like, "Yes, queen, so sassy. Tell her, bro." And that's fuck off, man. I prefer Kelly. How like I did every time I saw her in the single player, I just kept talking to her, bro. Even though she said the exact same shit every time, I still kept talking to her. She's so cute. Wholesome 100,
Wow.
She's literally the embodiment of wholesome 100. She's always smiling and cheerful and nice and cool.
True. You're not wrong.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I liked her, and she's goofy as well. And I've always preferred the goofy ones. But I also like the back and forth Pearl and Marina had. Like Marina still had a bit of sass in her, but she was really wholesome as well. Like you could tell, like Marina loved Pearl so much that you could like plausibly call them gay. Like I can't even deny all of the shippers. Sometimes I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, you might be right about this one. I don't care if it actually happens, but it's
Mm.
just their relationship is really nice. I want what they have. I want what they have. That's
That is
that's
kind of weird though, the shipping.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't do any of the shipping, but it's still like most of the time with shipping, I'm like, bro, that ain't it. But like with Pearl and Marina, I'm like, honestly, you might not even be wrong on this one. I don't think it'll ever happen though because it's Nintendo.
Yeah, have you seen with like the Plaza poster? Like, oh, day like 500 waiting for the Perlina DLC.
Yes. Oh, I know that person. Well, I don't know that person on Twitter, but I've seen them on Twitter as well. I was like, come on, man. The game just came out. You don't need to keep making those posts.
It happened in, like at the end of Splatoon 2 as well.
Yeah, it's happened like ever since we got the direct. I'm pretty sure. Um, the going back to that Char video though, did you see like any of is there like any kit that popped out to you?
Uh, I actually forgot what the L3 kit was. I think it was like Burst Bomb.
Yeah,
Probably like
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Uh, yeah, Burst Bomb and some. Maybe it was Crab Tank or maybe something else. I don't remember. Or maybe Burst Bomb and Zuka.
it definitely was in Crab Tank.
Maybe it was Zuka then. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Is that
Um,
it?
and the H3 kit, I guess, because like H3. But it kind of makes
What was it?
sense.
What was the issue?
Fizzy Bomb Burst. Fizzy Bomb Booyah Bomb.
There were so many Fizzy Bomb things. They need to nerf Fizzy Bomb.
It's so broken.
Oh God. Uh,
It's
let's
Burst
see.
Bomb Reef Slider, that's what I thought.
Oh yeah, that might be right because Reef Slider helps it get in, unlike Aerospray that doesn't get any value out of it.
Yeah, and Burst Bomb doesn't really help like poke and like get in, I guess. So,
Yeah, especially because it isn't a one shot.
exactly.
Yeah. Is there anything else to talk about? I'm
Uh,
really digging here.
Grizz Kobo.
Oh yeah, that we still. Oh yeah, okay. Salmon run. I finally got the highest rank, executive.
I think I'm professional 3.
I think your theory about I'm about to offend so many people, but I think your theory about like Americans and the time they get on might be right because I got executive VP like in the morning in the first half of the day, which is when Americans are sleeping.
Exactly. I'm not wrong. I can play Anarchy series, have fun, and then I get to like midday or like later on in the day, and then I can't have fun because Americans have logged on.
Oh, fucking hell. You might be right, bro. That's crazy.
Like, I think in the comp scene, like, NA is definitely probably better than EU, but like in kind of like ranked, I guess, it's definitely EU over NA.
And
There's
it
no
probably
way.
also just has way more players. That's probably
Yeah,
part of the reason. I don't know.
that's just really weird.
Yeah, I'm glad I got it. And I also got my first Kohodzuna win with like random people. Before that I only won with like friends, you know?
Nice.
But dude, that rotation last weekend was really fun. I really liked it. We were playing, right? And two other people?
Last week.
No, yeah, well, last week, yeah, last weekend. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the bow. That bow was pretty cool. It's really powerful. It's just a shame that it charges so slowly. I feel like it should charge a bit faster.
And that's like no ink.
Yeah, well, that's a problem with like all of them, but at least with the other ones, they charge fast, you know? But this one, it charges slowly and you run out of ink as well. But it paints like
Yeah.
crazy too. It paints really good. And it, like, have you, like with the big shots, I literally just like got in their face and then one shot them. I literally just one shot big shots, even though big shots are really strong. That weapon does like 999 damage, I think.
It's insane. It
Yeah.
was fun to play.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I want them to bring back. There was this one time in Splatoon 2 where like the random, the question mark wave, literally the only weapons in the rotation were the Grisco weapons. You could only get Grisco weapons.
Oh yeah, like the golden question marks.
Oh, were they golden? I don't remember. But that
Yeah,
rotation was so fun. That rotation was so fun, man. I really like that.
I
The
miss
bow
that.
might honestly be like one of the better Grisco weapons now. You know. Just one of the
Yeah.
better overall weapons for Summon Run.
I think the sloshing machine, the Grisco one, is like
Yeah,
it's
that one
not
is really
great,
strong.
but it's like really fun.
It has a lot of utility. It's just weak as fuck, you know?
Yeah, but it's the most fun by
Yeah,
far.
I really like using it. It makes me feel really smart. Especially because you can like get up to Flyfish and just give them the finger.
Yeah, one shot them.
Yeah, fuck Flyfish, man. Whenever I have Killer Whale, I always use it on Flyfish.
Oh yeah, because it like hits them.
Yeah. Um yeah, I'm really excited for Big Run. I hope it comes out soon. I think it could go well for October because October is spooky season, but I don't know. I hope it's not once in the 3 months though. I hope it's like the Splatfest for Salmon Run. I want them to legitimize Salmon Run more. There's supposed to be like I don't know if we should be talking about this. It's like data mines, but there's supposed to be like some modes, some other modes coming to Salmon Run as well. You know?
I have not looked at the data mines. Like I've stayed away from leaks as much as I can.
Really? Why? What? I mean, obviously for the DLC, I will do the same, but like for other stuff, who cares?
I don't know. I just like it's cool, I guess, but I just not really interested in being like spoiled and stuff like that. Especially if they like usually like don't happen as well.
Yeah, I paused the recording for a second. Sorry.
Alright.
But okay. No. It's back up now. Just had to go up for a second. Now I don't have to edit it out. That's nice. But yeah. Um, wait, what were we saying? Oh yeah, the leaks. So, do you not want me to talk about data mines then?
Uh, I don't mind.
I don't consider it spoilers personally, as long as it's not actual story stuff. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah. I really want to talk about them because I see, you know, Oatmeal Dome on Twitter. He's like a really, or I don't know, but they're like a really well-known data miner just for Nintendo stuff in general, and they're doing a lot of data mining for Splatoon right now. So all of these data mines that I'm talking about, they're always from Oatmeal Dome usually. But that's like I hope they like add some new modes to Salmon Run. Maybe they'll add like a pair. That would be nice because I could just get like Hugh or someone that's good and just do well in Salmon Run, and some other stuff to Salmon Run to like make it better. Maybe we'll get a single player like mode as well for Salmon Run.
Oh yeah, that'll be cool.
Not like a campaign, I mean, but just like a, COD Zombies has the same as well. I've never played it, but like I heard from a friend, you can play COD Zombies on your own as well. So that would be nice in Salmon Run, as.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want it to be more legit. I want it to not be a side. I don't want it to be side content. I want it to be main content along with like because Turf War, we might not play it, but Turf War is still main content. It's like the main mode of the game, and ranked is also like main content. And Salmon Run is just side content. Even though it could be, it has like the groundworks for a really good mode. It's just they're not doing enough with it, in my opinion.
Yeah, true.
They should do more. I hope it does get legitimized because it's really fun. I really like it. When it clicks, it really clicks. It's just a shame that you get matched with some bad players sometimes.
It does get like quite repetitive sometimes, though.
I guess. Well, that's why they should just make it better.
True.
I think they're even gonna they're gonna add like a battle mode for Salmon Run. So maybe it's like 2v2 or like 4v4, and it's just like who can collect more eggs or something. I don't know.
That'll be cool.
But I don't know if they'll be splatting or not, because if it's not splatting, then it's gonna get really toxic. But if there is splatting, then you could like respawn. You'd have to make a respawn system, and that would be really interesting as well. Salmon Run with respawning and just getting more eggs. But that would get probably if it doesn't have a proper ranked system, it would get really annoying for like bad players. You'd get the same drama you have with Splatfest all over again.
Exactly.
I wonder what they'll do for a big run as well. If it's gonna be like the same type of atmosphere in the plaza for like Splatfest, and like since this is not like a battle thing, it's not like everyone fighting each other. It's like everyone getting together to just fight off all of the salmons. There's like a sense of camaraderie. I really hope we get that. I'm so excited for a big one, man.
We haven't seen much of it, to be honest.
We've only seen it like a Kohotsuna on Wahoo World.
Yeah, that's basically it.
There's also more bosses coming, like more king salmonids coming, I think. Which is good.
That's so good. Yeah, because the ones right now, like most the new ones, feel kind of like not as good.
No. I mean king salmonid. The Kohotsuna, the extra wave.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. I like part of me hopes it's random, because if it is random, then it's like, ooh, who the fuck am I gonna? It's gonna be an even bigger factor to like get scared of it, because damn, that extra wave still fucks with me. But if it's not random, it would still be nice. On the other hand, because it's like, oh, if it's a shitty one or not, because there's definitely gonna be shitty ones to fight.
Yeah.
I hope they make one that's like weak, but really like it has like not a lot of HP, but it can kill you really easily. I want one like that. It's really tricky to hit and stuff.
Yeah, like really fast and agile, I guess.
Yeah. A bit smaller as well.
True.
But yeah. Also, one thing about the extra wave. Stop using specials on the King Salmonid, please. Like, I feel like the sweet spot for the like from the few extra waves I've played, the sweet spot is like killing a boss, then 2 eggs, you can throw them at the king, 1 egg, save that, and kill another boss salmonid with it. Because those eggs are really powerful. They can one shot a lot of stuff, and you don't have the ink to spare to like kill bosses, because you'll get overwhelmed really fast. If everyone just like keeps up like something like that, just like 2 eggs on the king and then 1 egg to like kill a boss salmonid, it would be so easy. Even if you look at like Brian's gameplay, just like the top level salmon run stuff, I'm pretty sure they use eggs to kill enemies because it's just way more effective.
This salmon run meta.
Yes.
But yeah, it takes like no ink as well, so
Yeah, that's so. Oh, I love that so much. The first time I played it, I was like concerned about my ink, and then I realized halfway in, I'm like, oh wait, I don't think it's consuming my ink. Oh my god, that's so nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's about it. Is there anything you want to talk about?
No, I've got nothing.
Yeah, then make sure to like, subscribe. Uh, I'm not sure if we're gonna stream on Twitch once we stream, but we're gonna stream. So follow the Twitch just in case. Follow our Twitter. If you think my gameplay is garbage, probably Salmon gameplay on this. Just hit up the Spotify. You won't have to look at it. And also follow our TikTok and highlights channel, I guess. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Yeah.